It's a beautiful day. Out here getting my daily dosage of my vitamin D. So, today's video, I'm talking to you about again why you need to act now. Yes, why you need to act. You're like, act on what? What's going on now, right? With so much going on with this COVID-19, etc. We're like, what in the world? I can't take it no more. Take the wheel, right? But no, this is our opportunity in time to really get our shit together and get right within, okay? I talk a lot about wellness and holistic living when it comes about strengthening our immune systems and just overall well-being. And the reason why, because stress is the number one killer, okay? The reason why diseases are affecting us, or viruses I should say, affects us is because the stress level in our body's natural defense system, which is our immune system, is not strong enough to fight off the viruses, the colds, and the disease. And when the body is unease, that's when you got disease, okay? So in this time, it is not time for us to panic. More so use this opportunity to move our bodies. I talk about moving and exercising because mind, body, and spirit, the mind, whatever is going on up here is going to what? Transfer to your body, okay? So if you all over the place up here, your body is going to be the number one manifestation of your thoughts, okay? Stress, disease, and etc. But when you're moving your body, you're also, especially to the vibrations of the African drums, soca music. I like those types of music, calypso, because it is waking you up, it's shaking up something in your DNA. You know, a lot of us are very stiff. We got to move our bodies, and you start to think, aha moments, revelations come to you. You have clairvoyance, you know what I mean? When you're moving, when you're eating properly, all of that is connected because that is exactly what is needed for us to survive what is happening right now, okay? So just give you a little tip. You guys better start trusting your mystic friends. You better start trusting your psychic and astrology friends and numerologist friends. You better start listening, baby, because we're here to tell you the new movement and the shift that's going on and to help you move into the 5D, fifth dimension, not 5G, okay? So basically, the foods that we're eating is causing inflammation, all right? It's causing you to be stressed out, causing you to gain weight, so you're prone to get sick. The virus is going to die down probably around the end of May, going into June, and we can go back to our happily programmed life somewhat. Our lives are not going to go back to the regular day-to-day hustle that we normally are used to. The reason why is because businesses have looked at this, and businesses, your jobs, they follow the money. Wherever the money is going, baby, they're flowing. You are more than a number. You are a number, but that's another topic for another day. But you came here to do more than work a 9 to 5, try to stay alive, okay? You came here to carry out your purpose and mission. And right now, these jobs are like, you know what? Financially, we took a hit during this COVID-19, and we found that it was more costly, not costly, but it was more efficient to have people work from home than to actually have a building that we're paying for, lights, water, and for them to park. And we have to give them like full coverage health insurance. Oh, heck no. And since we're living in a digital time, baby, everything is online, we can have them work from home. But only a certain amount of people are going to be able to work at home. So if you're that employer that comes to work late and not producing numbers while you at work and not productive, and you got to sign out and sign off on your phone, and you're not producing that magic number for that company, guess what? You're not going to be the one that makes it to work from home because you wasn't productive in the office. How are you going to be productive at home? And they've been monitoring you while you've been at home. You've been on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube the whole entire time, taking breaks. So guess what? You won't make the cut. Furlough is going to go on. Retail stores. I went to Walmart today, guys, and check this out. In my area, I'm in the VA, The stores, including the post office, they have glass barriers or plastic barriers between the cashier and the customer. But I go on Walmart and they don't have any of that. And I'm like, this is crazy. Why is it Walmart now having the glass barrier going on? I asked the cashier. And she said, because Walmart wants to go back to their original plan they had 2 years ago or whenever, where they have the customer ring themselves self-checkout. And as you notice, most Walmarts, they have more self-checkout registers than they do cashiers. And you have the majority of the employers on the floor picking orders and bringing the groceries or the orders out to people's cars or shipping them to their center where people pick up their own orders. I say, you know what? One day my children are going to tell their kids, we used to shop in that store. Walmart eventually is going to turn into a warehouse, baby. And they're only going to have essential workers, which are going to be able to pick up people's orders and ship them. That's how that's going to work. So a lot of people on retail home fronts are going to start to lose their jobs because the company realized they can just have a certain amount of employees handpick orders because everybody is shopping online anyway. These companies are making more money online than they are having a physical store open where you come in buying stuff. The only time they really see an increases in sales is during the holiday times, and during the slower months they're losing money constantly and still have to pay for these employees. So it's cheaper to lay you off, okay, and replace you, get a robot to do your job, basically, replace you by a machine and send you on your way. And you sitting around looking like, I'm scared. And you been hiding behind a mask. And now realizing this is your time to figure out your entrepreneur gifts. Everybody's an entrepreneur. I'm not going to say everybody's an entrepreneur, but you definitely have gifts and talents and services that can definitely serve your community and the people around you. And this is the time to formulate a business plan. The dollar is not worth jack shit, okay? The dollar is only worth like 65 cents, if I'm not mistaken, because it's not backed by any natural resources. So it's going to go away. The market is going to flatline. I have heard that it has already flatlined and eventually it's going to go back up. Yeah, it is. But the moral of this point I'm making is COVID-19 is going to have a more of an effect on an economic scale than it is on the actual people dying. Our focus is on death. If we actually did a poll every day of how many people die in the United States, it would sound awful. But there's over 300,000 millions of people. I know that's not a realistic number, but there are millions of people. And the people who are dying from the COVID-19, it's not even making it into 1% of the people that is dying. The media is pumping fear among everyone. And this is not a time to be fearful. This is a time to use your intelligence, your intellect. Yes, I'm not saying go out here and be a whole ass and act like the virus don't exist. It does exist. You are going to be sick if you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do regularly, which is washing your hands, which is taking vitamin C, which is going out in the sun getting that vitamin D, which is keeping your stress levels down. But you can't keep your stress levels down because you working a 9 to 5 trying to stay alive. The cost of living is ridiculous and they can't even raise minimum wage. But now they don't have to raise minimum wage because they have people that are going to want to do your job for less money because they want to be essential workers, because they don't know anything else but to work. Okay, so this is why I say use this time to rest up, get your energy together, okay, cleanse, detox. Okay, you got shit built up inside you, point blank period. We all do. We got to clear the emotional shit out and the physical shit. And we have to exercise because we have to oxygenate those cells by replenishing them with lots of water. Because guess what? Viruses never go away. They just come back. Anytime you get a virus, a stomach bug, a cold, your body has memory. So it remembers that virus, and because it's strong, it can take it on. But if you feeding your body junk, if you are constantly in fear on what's next going on, you're not giving your body what it needs, okay? Your body makes new cells out of the foods that you eat every 35 days. So, point I am making, get back connected. Come exercise. I offer classes throughout the week. I also provide cleansing that are herbal, made from all natural herbs to cleanse you, okay? And I'm starting a new 6-week virtual boot camp. We're going to be getting it in right in the living room or out in nature, but we can film each other. It's no big deal. And from that point, you're going to start to get an awakening, because that's what I received when I was on a journey, being at home. It was an awakening process. When I started to eat nothing but raw fruits and vegetables and moving my body and drinking that water and not drinking juice, because I was addicted to juice, honey. Apple juice was my shot. And Minute Maid from Walmart, when they used to have them juices for $1, baby, let me tell you, that's all. You couldn't pay me to drink no water. But when I started to really drink water, and that's all I wanted, I saw a difference in my emotional being. I was like, what? I've been asleep this whole time and I ain't even know it. What in the world got me out here? But when I started to implement these things into my diet and myself, a new Jericho was born, okay? A new person was born. Awakening happened. And I remember I was out on the deck of my house because I lived off of Royal Avenue. There was a school being built, Bellmead. Bellmead wasn't even a school just yet. They were building, all of this stuff was new. I said, God, how are you going to use me to go tell the people? And I kept saying, you know what? I got to escape this matrix. I remember just keep saying that. And ever since I said that and was having those visions, my life has shifted and changed in so many directions. And I say, you know what? Me being at home for 5 years, me exercising, me eating properly was a reason. It was a training simulation that I had to go through. So I'm able to be equipped to help you and so many other people across the globe that's definitely going to need this service to build the new earth, to go to shift. This is the age of the Aquarius, you know what I mean? And also, coming back around, if you look at astrology, they have already planted, where the planets are, and this is the reason why a lot of this stuff is going down. And if you think this virus is over with, baby, no. This was just your training protocol to get you ready, okay? Because come November, December, October, November, December, baby, it's going to be the full blown. And I'm just here to tell you, don't be left behind. Don't be sitting looking stupid when the stuff really go ham. Because the cases of the COVID-19 is going to decrease as it gets warmer. But once we go right back into the flu and cold season, it's going to ramp up. And it's going to hit even harder than it hit this time, okay? Because like I told you, viruses never go away. I remember, small fact, and this probably will relate to all my 80s babies and my 90s babies. I had the chicken pox, and I had the worst case of freaking chicken pox. Okay, I had them in my mouth, my hair. I even got a chicken pox dot right here. You see the scar? That's from chicken pox. I had them in my genitals. Like, I had them everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna be straightforward. I had them in my buttocks. I had them everywhere. It was like a really bad case. My whole classroom in kindergarten, or was that first grade? I think it was first grade. My whole class had broke out with them. Everybody in my class broke out with the chicken pox. That's how severe it was. But I say all this, that yes, it eventually went away. But the virus is still dormant in my body. If by any chance I become stressed to the point that I'm about to lose everything, my mind, my body, I've been there, but it wasn't that enough to activate that virus, it'll come back. And if it come back now, it would just be the shingles. You know what I'm saying? That's all chicken pox is. But the children nowadays, they don't even get the chicken pox because they have vaccines. The COVID-19, I'm on the fence with this one. Part of me feels like, okay, the vaccine for the COVID-19 is coming. Part of me feels like they already have the vaccine and they're ready to go ahead and roll that out probably this fall and tell you that you need it. Okay. Part of me feels like, well, not just yet. They still testing people. And while everybody's going to go on about their regular lives and programming during the summer months, trying to spend that $1,200 that we're going to get one time, no one's going to pay attention to it. And they're going to, be out here testing random ass people for this random ass test that they don't even know shit about. And then that's when they're going to roll it out. And that takes about a couple of years for the patent to really go through with the vaccine. So if we don't have vaccine, people just going to get sick and it's going to be stronger and stronger. And those people who got sick before with it is going to come back with a vengeance. But my whole thing about the virus, I really, when I talk to people in the medical field that I personally know and the research that I know of, that people are not dying directly from the COVID-19. People are dying from other complications that they have already had prior to having it. And that's mostly older people who already have heart problems, diabetes, that are not healthy, or even young people, asthma, or if you're not in the good shape of your life or not, not your immune system. And so it attacks the lungs, the respiratory system. And that's how I definitely feel. And I'm not saying that you don't need to be protected. You really do need to protect yourself and your family as much as possible because it is a plague on the land. It is spreading and so forth. But if you don't have it up here in your consciousness that you're going to attract it, then you're going to be fine. So like I'm saying, which is another video, that if you become sick, it's because you choose to be sick. I know that's a hard pill to swallow for most of us, but subconsciously the mind is real, the body isn't. So what's going on here is directly affecting you in your everyday reality in life. So this video is basically here to share the information on get your shit together before it's too fucking late. Stop panicking. Them masks is not gonna save you. People out here with these damn masks on and just as rude and nasty as fuck. Me and my kids almost got ran over today and this lady had this mask on. Cause the bitch probably couldn't even see because she had the mask on. Them masks is not gonna save you. This is not time for us to be at each other's throat. This is need to have love among us. This is gonna turn to a racial fucking warfare. People scared to touch people. People scared to look at people. Scared they gonna catch something. The hell out of my face. When y'all was out here during the wintertime coughing and sneezing on motherfucker, you won't even thinking about that then. So why think about it now? This is the time for all my entrepreneurs to come on and birth those business ideas and plans. My people that want to get in shape and work out and look great. Okay, so you can be mentally strong to handle the next round of this COVID-19, which is probably going to be caused something else bad in. And thirdly, save your money and look into other means of an investment. Look in other ways to invest your money. Talk to your spirit within. God is within. Connect. Get outside. Breathe oxygen. Vitamin D is very essential. Vitamin C. Fresh fruits and vegetables. If you're able to go to your local market, international market, or places, buy fruit that's real and has seeds in it. If the fruit doesn't have seeds in it, it's not real. It's genetically modified, and so will you, because that's your body's taking its nutrients from the food and making cells from it. Have downtime. Be in nature. Keep the stress levels down. Don't panic about money. If anything falls from you, God had to remove it for a reason so you can see some things. You didn't come here to have material possessions. You come here with a purpose. And you won't know that until you quiet your spirit and tune in. Follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm on IG, Instagram at Misfit, MSPHYTS, Mental, Spiritual, Physical Transformation _fitness. Facebook, Live Fit, or my first name, Jerica, last name is Carter. I have an online store. I will link all of that underneath the link in this video so you can get into these fitness classes. You can start cleansing your body and those organs. And so you can have that 2020 vision, baby, because this is 2020. and realize this is an opportunity in disguise. This is not a time for us to be fearful and scared. This is a time to unite and build and grow and move forward and be ready for the new stuff. Love you guys.